Example 2, find the value of a game with the following strategies and payoff matrix. So notice they give me pretty much everything. They give me the role player strategy, the payoff matrix, and the column player strategy. This doesn't happen a lot, but they've given me everything. If you go back and look, we know how to find the value of the game by just multiplying those three matrices together. So that's really it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so check it out. I set it up on purpose like this so we could have a shortcut. Okay, we're gonna multiply these three things together. So the value is going to equal this. All right. Now, remember how this works, how matrix multiplications works. All right. I see a 1 by 2 matrix times a 2 by 2 matrix. These two numbers have to match, and the result of that is going to be a 1 by 2 matrix. Okay. Remember that from way back, probably in August is when we did that. So also remember how this works. We would take a row. Come on now. Okay, how's this work? There we go. Times a column. Row times a column. So that means 0.2 times -1 is going to be -0.2 plus 0.8 times 1 is 0.8. Okay, and that's positive 0.6. But remember, we're going to end up having a 1 by 2 matrix. So that's the first entry of my 1 by 2 matrix. I take that same row. I take this row times this second column now. Okay, so 0.2 times 2 is 0.4 plus 0.8 times 0 is 0. I get 0.4. All right. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this other multiplication times this multiplication right here, times the column that I was given, 0.6, 0.4. And notice the size. You have a 1 by 2 times a 2 by 1. Oops. These two numbers have to match, and the result is going to be a 1 by 1. Okay? And so we take this row times this column. That's how it works. That's how matrix multiplication works. And so 0.6 times 0.6 is 0.36 plus 0.4 times 0.4 is 0.16. And so we're left with, you add those together, you get 0.52. And you can call that a 1 by 1 matrix if you want to, but a 1 by 1 matrix isn't really a matrix, it's just a number. That's the value of the game, 0.52. Okay, so the value of the game, that's what's going to happen if both players play their optimum strategy. Now, the role player could do something else, I suppose. They could play row 1 every single time. Or the column player could play column 2, play them 50% of the time or whatever. But these are their best strategies. These are these strategies. I guess they're not their best strategies. This is the value of the game if that's what happens. Okay. Now, I want to show you something. Okay. I found a new matrix calculator that's kind of cool. We've used this one before, and this one's good, but I noticed I found a Desmos calculator that's pretty good for matrices. And so let's watch how to do this without having to do the math by hand. Okay, so I want to do a new matrix, and I'm going to call it A, and I need to, I need to make it a 1 by 2. Hang on a second, what happened? New matrix. I need, 1 row and 2 columns. So this was 0.2. I can use my tab key to get over or click on it. And enter. I want a new matrix, and it needs to be a 2 by 2. And it was -1, 2, 1, 0. let's have a new matrix C, and that needs to be a, nope, 2 rows, 1 column, and it was 0.6, 0.4, enter. Okay, so I've got the 3 matrices entered in. All I have to do here on the command line is A times B times C. And notice it just automatically does it over here. That's 0.52. Okay, so this is a pretty good tool for multiplying matrices, I think. Pretty neat. You get your 0.52 without having to do without having to do it by hand. It's not that you shouldn't be able to do it by hand. You definitely should. That's something that should probably be on a final exam for this class. But maybe it's faster. Maybe that's not the point. And here's another way of getting there. Okay.